who wants us to live, who wants Yidden to live. V'chosveinu b'sefer HaChaim. Inscribe us in the book of life. L'mancha elikim chaim. For your sake. What does it mean for your sake? He said there was a story. He gave a moshel, as was his way. He gave a parable. There was a story of a fellow who left Kailo, went to business, and he was a person who knew how to make coats. In those days, we all know that we used to be what's called a Yerid. There was a market, a central market, Lemberg, Yerid. People would come down in the winter for 4 or 5 weeks. Everybody would be buying and selling. And that's how they would buy schir, they would buy stuff for the rest of the year. So this fellow, he sent his agent to go down to the Yerid and say, bring me back 200 pieces of stuff. Stuff in Yiddish means material, good fabric that I can make expensive coats out of. And tell the fellow, Chatzkel Beryl over there, that I obviously don't have money now, but I'm going to take these coats, I'm going to take this stuff, make coats out of it, sell them, and I'll pay him back next year when I buy more. That's the way it went. So the agent went down, and he said, Reuven asked me to buy from you this and that and the other. I think he's a trustworthy guy. So the fellow gives him 200 pieces of material. Sure enough, he goes back, he makes coats, and the next year he pays him. The next year he comes back the same game. This time he pays him 80% of his bill. The fellow says, well, why only? It didn't work out so well this year, but he's hoping to fix things and it'll work out well. Next year he'll pay you for this year also. The guy's reluctant, he has no choice. Comes next year, again, 80%. He grumbles a little bit. The fellow owes him now for 2 years. But he doesn't have much of a choice, he goes along with it. Next year it goes down to 60%, the story goes on and on and on. Unfortunately, it's a story that we still hear about in our times also. It goes on 60%, 40%, 20%. 1 year the agent comes and says, the fellow I deal for, he can't pay you anything, but he'd like material for this next year again. As it starts exploding, and in those eloquent curses that you can only find in Yiddish, he says, yeah, it's crazy. What does he think? I'm going to just send him material that he's not paying? You tell your guy he wants his material, he's first going to pay me every last kopek that he owes me, and then I'll give him material. He comes back. Reuven says, that's what he said? He sends him a letter. He says, listen here. I understand you're venting your wrath, I understand your feelings, but if you'll be a bit logical, you'll realize I made a number of mistakes, I trusted people I shouldn't have trusted. If you don't give me material, I'm going under. And if I'm going under, you're not getting paid. You have to trust me. This goes on today, it's just instead of a Chatzkel Beryl, it's Chase Morgan Bank. It's the same story. You're going to go under if I can't pay you. You have to lend me more. And he says, if you're not going to give me more material, I don't have a chance to rectify my mistakes, and I can't pay you back. So if you want to get me paid, pay me back. As illogical as it sounds, you have to give me more stuff. Hopefully I'll have the seichel to realize the sense to do the right thing, and I'll be able to pay you back. And the Chofetz Chaim said, this is what a Yid looks like in Rosh Hashanah. He comes to God and he says, listen, this is what I need this year. I want my wife to be in perfect health. She didn't have such a great year this year. I want to have money. I want to have this. I want to have that. And I'm going to do this and this and this for you, God. God says, I've heard this spiel already for 25 years. I keep giving you. I'm never getting anything back. I'm trusting you. How's it? So we say to Hashem, listen, we're weak people. We've made a lot of mistakes. Now, Chalila, God forbid, you're going to pull the plug now. I'll never be able to repay you. Because Veinu b'sefer HaChaim l'mancha lekim chaim. Give us another year. Let us rectify. Let us find the right path. Hashem Yisborach should give us all the opportunity in what's remaining of this year and what's coming in next year to Kozveinu b'sefer HaChaim, a year full of prosperity, blessing and good health, and connection to Torah, which is so essential, so that we should become Bnei Olam Haba in Olam Hazeh, and be Zeicha to Aksiva v'Chasim B'Teva B'Seich Kol Yisrael. Thank you very much.
Amen. Amen.